Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back everybody to another Fortnite video. Don't touch that like button the next 3 seconds. Don't do it. Take a break today. Of course, I'm probably just saying this to pull some reverse psychology, and hopefully you do hit that like button and help this video do a little bit better. We have a ton of news today. I've been gone on a camping trip for the last 3 nights. I had a blast. If you want to see some behind the scenes Rusher pictures from the trip, check out my Instagram. We just hit 60,000 followers on there actually a little bit ago, and I appreciate all the support for the real life outside of Fortnite stuff, which is basically my Instagram. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Stick around for the entire video. I'm going over everything that has came out in the last 2 or 3 days, and there's a lot. There's a good amount of it. Hopefully some stuff you haven't seen, as there's some recent stuff from today, and then we have 10.1 coming this week, which is super exciting as well. So starting off, there was a Season X competitive launch update. So this is some competitive stuff. They talked about the Brute. The Fortnite Champion Series, though, is what they start with first. Starting August 17th, there will be a 3-round trios event each weekend for 5 weeks. Similar to how we ran the Fortnite World Cup Online Opens, we're advancing the top teams each week from each region to the Season X Finals. There'll also be a new path to qualify for the finals, though. Series points will be awarded based on each team's final placement every week during the FNCS to determine team placement on the series leaderboard. The top performers on this leaderboard will also advance to the season finals. Basically, this format values consistency over the course of the season, but of course you can still be rewarded for having that outstanding performance in any of the individual weeks. So I like this. I really like what they're doing, and they're giving away 10 million across all regions with this event. And then, of course, remember, there is those solo and trios cash cups Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for just more practice on top of the FNCS. So there is a lot of competitive coming out. So you can guarantee you there's going to be a lot of competitive type of gameplay in the background of these videos, because you guys know this is my favorite part about Fortnite, is jumping in those types of games. So yeah, there's a TLDR. I didn't put it all on your screen. Just yeah, 10 million. Mode of choice is trios. I'm excited for the trios too. I'm glad they're doing that. Moving on to the Brute. All right, so we've been monitoring the impact of the Brute in gameplay and are investigating ways to enhance combat feedback when interacting with the vehicle. In 10.1, we will add a targeting laser that will show the direction the Brute is aiming its rockets while they are being charged. This laser will have directional audio to help indicate when it's being pointed at you, even if you're behind a structure. We've also fixed a few mobility bugs that was allowing players to exploit its boost mechanic, and Brute basically remains in all core game modes, arena, and tournament play, and any future iterations will be discussed once they know more. So the only thing they're doing so far, or from this post yesterday, is they're adding this laser that just shows where it's looking, where the thing's about to shoot its rocket. So basically, they're adding a device that tells you when you're gonna die. I mean, yeah, I don't really understand this change at all, but let me dig into this a little bit more, because I think we can get to the bottom of it. So 9 hours later, they made another post, or I should say 9 hours ago, so probably 12 hours later or so from that post we just talked about. And they did a nerf, kind of. We lowered the spawn rates of the Brute per storm circle in arena and tournament. So arena and tournament were nerfed. And they're going to continue to monitor the impact of this change in advance of next weekend's Champion Series event. So here is what's all changed. Basically, at different points in the match, there is going to be a lot less Brutes than previous. And honestly, I didn't know there was this many Brutes already. Like you can see, I'm not going to read out every stat, but even like Storm 3, 40% chance that between 1 to 2 Brutes will spawn, whereas previously it was a 66% chance that 2 Brutes would spawn. And like those are big numbers. Like two out of 3 games, 2 more Brutes are spawning in Storm 3, and so on. So there's going to be less of them, but I still don't think that's the problem. But let's look at this though, because Lucas Yoshi, he pointed out this. He tweeted this: the laser was confirmed to be a planned addition from the start from promotional art / loading screen. Yike. And this gets back to the debate, and I fully believe this is what they do. It's they create outrage, right? Like a reason Fortnite's talked about. I mean, just yesterday, remove the mech was third worldwide trending. Number 3, remove the mech. I mean, you had Cloud9, Team Liquid, NRG, Telecom 1, T1, remove the mech from tournaments, hashtag remove the mech. Everyone was talking about it, and it was number 3 worldwide trending on Twitter. So obviously this outrage tactic where they put something into the game that they know is overpowered, they know is going to upset a lot of people, creates conversation, right? Creates that controversy, that trend. And they've done this before, man. Like we've had this exact discussion with the Infinity Blade and multiple other things. And even with the well, they didn't end up doing it, but when they got rid of Siphon and with the building, like just outrage, right? And they don't talk, they don't say anything. It almost makes people more mad. It stirs the pot, lets everything brew, and then just the outrage. And do you guys agree with this? Like, I fully agree. We've talked about it, like I said, and I think this is a big strategy of theirs. And honestly, as a Fortnite news channel, I obviously don't mind it because it gives me a lot of stuff to talk about. But as strictly a player, if I was just playing this game and not making videos on it, yes, that would be a little frustrating. They are the biggest game for a reason, and they are so smart, right? They are so smart, especially the advertising and how they market this game. So I don't know. I can't bash them too much because it's part of it. They do always end up fixing it. It just takes a little bit of time. And maybe it's easier for me to say that because I've been gone for 3 days, so I haven't played any Fortnite. So I haven't had to deal with some of these mechs. I don't know. I really want to hear your opinion on this in the comments section. Okay, moving on from the competitive, the brute stuff. I'll keep you updated. I'm sure we're going to get some changes in 10.1 this week. But Hypex found a leaked mini-map or a map of the 10.1 or higher map. We believe it's 10.1. And I'm going to show you this picture. The only thing we're going to focus on is the top part, though. The bottom part there with the snow melting and the weird object appearing, that's confirmed to not matter at all. It's fake or it's glitched out, or not fake, glitched out, and the weird object is a broken slipstream or something. So the top, though, is looking at the left side is V10, where we are at now, and then the right side is 10.1. So yes, there's a force field around Dusty, the factories, and the meteor. And the meteor has also been moving, or is going to move, as you can see from that left spot. So, and it kind of confirms this because in the map right now, a second rift beacon is now under construction at Dusty Depot. So we assume this is how it was going to work, right? We talked about this with after Tilted Town happened. A rift beacon's going to be built in all these different locations, each update, and then this force field will be created around the location, the new or old POI, however you want to phrase it, and then that'll be the map change. So the rift beacon appears first, and then a few days later during the update is when the POI actually changes. So yeah, I basically confirmed 10.1. This is what the map's going to look like. This will be our map change, and how it's going to work within that force field. Like, I don't know if it's always going to be, I feel like they're going to do something different every time. Like with the Tilted Town, they did the no building, no destroying zone. Maybe they'll do something different here with this force field, with this zone. What do you think, though? That's an assumption right there. Different mechanics involved in different POIs. It could be kind of a cool concept, especially when we get near the end of the season and we have multiple of these rift zones. That's what it sounds like to me. And finally, another map change down the road has been found here by Hey Stan. Salty Rift Beacon is found in the trailer. This should confirm that Salty gets changed. So this first picture I'm showing you is from the trailer for Season X. Right at Salty Springs, you can see people are saying it looks like a lake. Like Salty is going to be turned into some type of lake. I don't know if it's for sure going to be a lake. Let's just say the POI is going to be changed. It looks different based on this image. And then what Hey Stan is saying here is from the trailer as well, you can see Salty Beacon in the background there. And then in the same spot Normally right now in game there is nothing there, and then he even puts a mini map there to show you he's looking exactly at Salty Springs, and this is the exact angle that was shown in the trailer, and then that's where the beacon appeared. So looks like we know another map change. Salty Springs is going to be changing at some point. And this one we didn't really know about, right? Like I've talked to you guys about some of the challenges that are coming up, which helps us to, you know, Moisty Myers coming back and some other spots. But Salty is news to us. So I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to be a lake? Is it going to change? What do you think it's going to change into? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as per usual, I will keep you updated as we learn more. That's all I got for you today, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. Caught you up on everything we have missed since I've been gone. 10.1's on the way. I'm sure we'll see some vaults, some balance changes, hopefully with the Brute, and then of course these map changes. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, as I will be up that night making 2 or 3 videos right when the update drops, right when downtime begins, which we assume is Tuesday or Wednesday morning as per usual. Other than that, make sure to touch that like button, or don't, on your way out, and code TheCampingRusher in shop. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.